Hello everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you two different ways to inflate menu into toolbar. So basically the first way is sort of like a legacy way. So we're going to use some old API from the action bar to inflate the menu into toolbar. And we got a new way, which is the second way, that we use some new API from the toolbar. So I'm going to demonstrate the first way. So let's have a look at the code here. So they got a project set up here and it's pretty much empty. Let's run it. Okay, nothing here. So the next thing I'm gonna do is to add a new toolbar here in the activity. Let's go to the layout and add the toolbar. Okay, the width should be mesh parent. It has to be raw content, and let's give it an ID. For example, check toolbar, close the tag, and then let's show the title. Should be like awesome. Let's run it, and all right, okay. Now we already got the toolbar. Let's go back to the activity. Now, how do we inflate the menu? So we need to build the menu first. Let's go to the rest folder and create a folder called menu and say menu man. Yes. I'm gonna add just one item. So the title should be like maybe settings. And give it an ID, so later we can do tree to handle the click event. Settings. We have a warning here. Let's check. Okay, we don't need to care about localization now. We get the menu here, and now let's inflate the menu into the toolbar. So within the activity, we can use some old API from the action bar, for example, like on create option menu. Here, we will retrieve the menu inflator, and then we call inflate. We refer to the menu result file, and then we pass the menu instance here. But before that, we need to write the toolbar into the action bar. We can do that by using the functions that support action bar. Okay. Now let's run it. Okay, so we got the menu inflated already. Yeah, setting. So another question: how do we handle the click event on the menu item? We can use the old API from the action bar too. So there's going to be a function that we can override called on option item selected. So here we can check which item we click by access the item and check the item ID. Setting, for example. All right. Now let's assume that we're going to show a toast message when we click the menu. Let's run it. Alright, click it. It should show the toast message. Okay, it works. Alright, so we've done that for inflating menu into the toolbar for activity. So the another question is, what if we use fragment instead of activity? For example, let's build a fragment called first white fragment. Alright, fragment. And then we create a view for fragment. We can reuse the old layout here. Inflator. Inflate. Man, yes. Container. We got the view and we return view for the root view. That's it. Now let's go back to the activity and add this fragment into the activity. You gotta delete the two lines here because we don't need them anymore because we use the first wave fragment now. We need to perform a fragment transaction. We can do that by call support fragment manager, begin transaction, and then we pass the layout ID first way, and then commit. Alright. Now let's forget this function. Run it. So we got a toolbar inside a fragment now. So let's figure out how to inflate the menu for the toolbar inside the fragment. So we can do that, but it takes a little bit more steps. For example, at on create, we need to indicate that this fragment has an option menu. Alright, and then we can do the same. We can do the same as what we done for the activity. It's going to be an option menu here, and we can inflate the menu. So we got the inflator, the menu inflator, right in the parameter. Alright, and okay, but one more thing we need to. We also need to write the toolbar into the action bar too. We have to do that. We can do that by using the required activity. Set support or no, nothing, and there's nothing like set support action bar. Let me check. Okay, this function return fragment activity. Why the set support action bar? So we can do a little bit hack here. For example, we can cast into compact activity, and then go cast support action bar. We retrieve the toolbar. We need to retrieve the toolbar first. View. What's wrong? Okay. I use the wrong types of toolbar. I just choose the toolbar API from AndroidX. Okay, it works now. Let's run and see. Okay, so we managed to inflate the menu for the toolbar inside the fragment. Okay, we haven't handled the click event. I think it's pretty much the same as the activity. There should be function on action and options item selected here. So we can do the same. Good. Here we need to pass the activity. And we don't need to this null check anymore. Alright, let's format and clean up the stuff here. Run it. Okay, let's click it. Okay, it works. Alright, so it is a little bit ugly and a bit dangerous because I mean, it's a little bit dangerous and hacky when we want to inflate the menu for the toolbar instead of fragment, because with this way we have to catch the activity, the host activity, into the app combat activity here, So basically, this way we're not good anymore if the host activity is not kind of app combat activity, So, okay, that's pretty much for the first way. What about the second way? Okay, let's demo the second way now. I will clone the code here into the so-called second way activity. Right. I can delete the whole thing here. We don't need any more, and rename this one into second way activity. Then I will change the launchers in the Android manifest into second way activity. And then everything here should be empty. Let's run again. Okay, it's empty again. So we go into take advantage of a menu file and the layout here. With the second way, it's actually really simple. It's really simple. We can just, okay, let's set the content view first. Layout to demand, and then we set the toolbar instant from the layout. Yes, and then call inflate menu and pass the reference to the menu file. Pretty much that's how we inflate the menu. Okay, see, so we got the menu inflated. Just one single line of code, Okay, how do we handle the click event? There's going to be there's a new API as well called toolbar set on menu item click listener. It's pretty much clearer than the on options menu on menu item clicks. This one is clearer. All right. So we can actually do the same. We can check the item ID and all right. Let's go back and copy the code instead. All right. Okay. Let's become this. All right. We need to return true. That's it. Let's run and see. Okay. Alright. Awesome. It works. So with the new way, we access the new API from the toolbar. We call inflate menu to inflate the menu into the toolbar. And we can handle the click event with set on menu item click listener here. It's pretty much simpler compared with the first way. What about fragment anyway? So let's do I can just go back and copy the code. Yeah. Right. Fragment, we can actually do the same. For example, toolbar here, we don't need this anymore. We don't even need this anymore. Don't need this. But we need to record activity. All right. So here it is. We got a toolbar, and we set up the toolbar and return the view, and to be renamed to second way. Copy paste and go back to the first way and inflate the fragment. All right. This is how it's done for fragment. We inflate the layout, and then we retrieve the toolbar, and then we call inflate menu, call set on menu item click listener to handle the click event. It's pretty much the same for both activity and fragment. So this is the new way, and I would highly recommend you to do this way. Let's run and see how it works. Okay, click. Boom, it works. All right. So let's compare two way. Yeah. This is the first way, right? Alright. So the second way is pretty much simpler. Here we take advantage some OPI from the action bar on create option menus and on option item selected here. We just call inflate menu. It's gonna do what it does, you know. And then we can set on menu item click listener to handle the click event. Pretty similar. The way you inflate the menu is the same for both activity and fragment. You don't need to perform these hacks like we did for the first way. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Alright.